Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to this explainer where we're unpacking Istanbul. And I'm not just talking about the stuff you read in history books. We're looking at a living, breathing city where two continents and multiple empires beautifully and sometimes chaotically collide. So if you're ready, let's start peeling back the layers of this incredible metropolis together.
Now, the big question driving our route today is this. Are you ready to ditch the usual tourist traps and discover Istanbul with a local friend? Because honestly, our goal here isn't just to stare at old stone buildings. We want to see how these monumental, ancient spots blend right into today's buzzing, vibrant city life. We're going to bypass the superficial stuff and dive right into the real, authentic pathways of the city.
To do that, we've mapped out a 2-day walking tour based on our source material. We'll be hitting 4 main steps: the imperial core, architectural contrasts, the Bosphorus breath, and, of course, living culture and flavors. This is how we'll seamlessly weave together the monumental history with the modern-day pulse of the city. Let's get right into it. 532. That's a massive number. That is the year the Byzantine emperor built the Hagia Sophia. I mean, just think about that for a second. This breathtaking structure has been standing there since the 6th century. It later transformed into an Ottoman mosque, and today it still absolutely anchors the modern city around it. It's probably the ultimate proof of how Istanbul literally bends time. Just a stone's throw away is the Basilica Cistern, also 6th century. You walk down into this echoing cathedral-like underground space filled with these ancient, weeping columns. You can hear the water dripping. It's incredibly theatrical. But here is the wild part. While you're wandering through this mystical, ancient water system, the modern T1 tramline is literally rumbling right over your head. That physical stacking of history and modern public transit, it's just mind-blowing. Moving on to a spot where history and daily commerce completely blur, the Grand Bazaar. Founded by Fatih Sultan Mehmet, this place is essentially an ancient painted vault city. It is the direct ancestor to the modern shopping mall, but don't get it twisted. This isn't some frozen museum exhibit. It's a loud, living marketplace where the sounds of haggling mix with the clinking of tea glasses. Pro tip, start your navigation from the Beyazıt or Çarşıkapı gates so you don't get totally lost in the labyrinth. 400. For 4 straight centuries, Topkapi Palace was the absolute heartbeat of the Ottoman Empire. Built by Fatih, this massive complex has courtyards overlooking 3 seas, stunning tilework, and the intricate, intimate harem quarters. If I can give you one piece of local advice, grab your digital skip-the-line tickets early. You want to get in there first thing in the morning to explore those tiles in the harem without the massive crowds. And this brilliantly illustrates the defining characteristic of the city, the physical and cultural stacking of empires. On one side, you have the Byzantine heritage. Think intricate 14th century mosaics, religious frescoes, and monastic architecture. On the other side, the Ottoman majesty. Grand, sweeping domes reaching for the sky, minimalist courtyards, and vibrant Iznik tiles. The magic of Istanbul is that these two colossal cultures didn't just replace each other, they stand shoulder to shoulder on the exact same streets. Speaking of that Byzantine heritage, let me share a bit of a local secret with you. Most standard tours completely rush past these. Right in the middle of the super vibrant everyday neighborhoods of Fatih, you'll find the Kadia or Chora Museum and the Zarek Mosque, formerly the Pantocrator Monastery. You're walking past kids playing ball and smelling fresh bread from the local bakeries, and boom, you step inside to find some of the most intimate, breathtaking Byzantine art in the world. It is such a quiet, special experience. Now, when we switch gears to the Ottoman layer, we have to talk about the genius architect, Mimar Sinan. Picture this. You're walking through the chaotic, crowded, spice-scented streets of Eminönü. It's a sensory overload. But then you step into one of Sinan's masterpieces, like the Grand Süleymaniye Mosque or the tiny, tile-covered Rustem Pasha Mosque, and instantly, absolute tranquility. That extreme contrast between the chaos outside and the absolute peace inside is one of the city's greatest contrasts. Let's cross the Golden Horn over to the Galata and Beyoğlu districts. This timeline really shows how European, Ottoman, and modern artistic influences all mash together. You've got the Galata Tower, built by the Genoese in the 14th century, then the gorgeous Dogon Apartmani from the 1890s. By the 1930s, Istiklal Street is the modern shopping hub. And today, you've got bohemian cafes and art galleries woven right into those historical streets.
Now, what's really interesting about the slide is the staggering detail. 14 tons of gold leaf were used just to decorate the ceilings of the Dolmabahce Palace. It's a massive shift. You leave the heavy stone of the old city, move right along the Bosphorus, and suddenly you're hit with 19th century European-style lavishness. Massive crystal chandeliers, 285 rooms. It's also deeply significant because Ataturk, the founder of modern Turkey, spent his final days here.
Okay, so how do you actually navigate between all these incredible spots without losing your mind? Here are some rapid-fire local transit hacks. First things first, get a digital Istanbul cart immediately. Do not take a taxi in the Historic Peninsula. The traffic will literally crush your soul. Ride the T1 tram instead. For the best and honestly cheapest Bosphorus views, take the public ferries. And just a quick cultural note, avoid visiting mosques during active prayer times, and remember to dress modestly, keeping shoulders and knees covered.
At some point, you're going to want to escape the European side altogether. So do what the locals do. Take the ferry over to the Asian side. Seriously, just feeling the cool breeze, hearing the seagulls, and sailing right past the Maiden's Tower is an experience in itself. Once you land, you can hit Kadıköy for this incredible, vibrant market energy, or just wander through Kuzguncuk to check out the colorful wooden houses and soak in that really nostalgic, relaxed neighborhood vibe.
So the crucial point is, you can't truly understand Istanbul without tasting it. Check out these pairings. If you head up to Kanlıca and feel that cool Bosphorus breeze, you have to try their famous yogurt topped with powdered sugar. Down in Karaköy, breathing in the salty sea air, it's all about fresh fish sandwiches followed by sweet baklava. And amidst the energetic chatter of the Kadıköy market, you gotta sit down at Çiya for some forgotten Anatolian recipes. These flavors are literally the cultural memory of the city. As the day winds down, you get to experience the real magic of Istanbul, the sunset. There are 3 perfect spots for this. You could watch the whole city glow golden from Pierre Lodi Hill, or find some peace in the courtyard of the Süleymaniye Mosque as the sky turns red, or honestly just stand shoulder to shoulder with the local fishermen on the Galata Bridge, watching the silhouettes of ancient minarets and modern skyscrapers blur together as the sun dips below the Golden Horn.
It's just a magnificent city. You know, we've only just scratched the surface with this explainer, but hopefully you've gotten a real sense of how Istanbul's ancient soul and modern rhythm beat together as one. So I'll leave you with this. Which layer of Istanbul's incredible history are you going to uncover first? Seems like a pretty good day to start packing your bags. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll catch you next time.